Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rafneet and I'm back with my Pandos eyeshadows update. So this project is created by Lexi. She doesn't upload anymore, but you can still binge watch her videos. I will link her down below, of course. And in this project, I randomly roll in 5 eyeshadows to hit pan on. And then once I hit pan on an eyeshadow, I just roll it out and roll another eyeshadow in its place to hit pan. So the cycle continues. And I have 2 pans to share with you guys because I rolled in 5 eyeshadows and I was kind of anticipating to hit 1 pan because all of the rest were fairly untouched and I had not had a lot of uses on those eyeshadows. Oh my gosh, what's happening to my voice? But I managed to hit 2 new pans, which I'm really excited about. So before I share my progress with you guys, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Rafneet and I make a lot of panning videos. Let's take a look at the first eyeshadow, which comes from my BH Cosmetics Optimistic AF palette. This is also my level 2 palette, but I haven't hit pan, so I can share this palette with you without any spoilers. So I'm working on this eyeshadow called Smiley Face, and you can see we have some sort of dip happening. I used it a total of 14 times since last update, or I'd say introduction. I'm wearing it today in my crease as well. I'm really happy about the color. I really like it. It also pairs with my Pandos palettes and this is a nice shade. I'm hoping to continue using it the way I'm using it and hopefully we'll be able to hit pan on this one because mattes in here are kind of a bit hard to hit pan. This one took me more than 30 uses to reach the bottom. I kind of use it a little bit more than, of course, this red shade. So I'm hoping I might be able to hit pan on this one sooner than I hit pan on Good Vibes Only. So that's our first eyeshadow. And let's take a look at next 2 eyeshadows. Both of them come from Morphe 350 Supernatural Glow palette. So the first one is this one called Take Control. And you can see there is minimum disturbance. There's no dip or anything, but I did use it 13 times. I am mostly using it as a blush. That's the reason we don't have a dedicated dip because my blush brush is a little bit more fluffier. So yeah, I'm kind of picking up a lot of this product, but if I continue to use it this way, I'm not sure I'll be able to hit pan on this one anytime soon. So I have to change the way I use it, but this is really similar to Smiley Face. I did not realize when I rolled both of them in. I might have rolled in something else, but we're rolling with it. And the next eyeshadow I used 8 times is this one called Gasp. It has some sort of dip happening and I'm hoping I'll be able to hit pan on this one in another 15 to 20 uses. 8 uses is still a lot, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to hit pan on this one in another 15 uses because these shimmers in here, they didn't take me too many uses to hit pan on. So yeah, we'll see. This is not my favorite color to wear, so yeah, I'm not using a lot of it every time I use it. So I'm mostly kind of wearing it on my inner lower lash line. So yeah, I'm not using it a lot. So yeah, that's why the progress is slower on this one. This is what Smiley Face looks like from BH Cosmetics Optimistic AF palette, and this is what Take Control looks like from Morphe palette. You can see there is not much difference. Like there's slight difference of undertone, but for the most part, both of them, they look exactly same. And this is what Gasp looks like. It's a beautiful shade, but I am not into reds and those kind of like shimmer shades, so I don't reach for it as much as I should. And now let's take a look at the next eyeshadow that I hit pan on, which is this beautiful shade from BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette, and this is called The Hills. And I hit pan on this eyeshadow after using it 11 times in this project. I had a ton of prior use on this eyeshadow already, and that's the reason I was able to hit pan on this one after 11 uses. And then I used it 3 more times to kind of expand the pan a little. So in total, I used it 14 times, and that's how the Hills look like. And now I have pan on all shimmer eyeshadows in this palette, and the only eyeshadows that I don't have pan on are mostly mattes. All of them are mattes, but I have pan on one matte eyeshadow here, and it's not super hard to hit pan on these eyeshadows. I love this palette, so I'm in no rush to use it up. So yeah, we'll see if any other eyeshadow gets rolled in, but yeah, I won't be actively making any kind of effort to work it out of my collection anytime soon. But this is rolling out for now. And next eyeshadow I hit pan on comes from this Rare Beauty True to Myself palette, and this one is called Passionate. This is how this eyeshadow swatches, and it's a beautiful copper orange to pink shifting eyeshadow. It has a warm bronzy base and it has pink shimmer. I mostly wore it as a blush. Yes, that's right, because it had bronzy undertones. So that helped me to kind of put it here, and depending on where the light was hitting, it was reflecting pink shimmers or just a beautiful bronze glowy sort of look. And that's how I hit pan on this eyeshadow after using it only 10 times. We have a huge pan on this eyeshadow and I didn't have to use it more to expand the pan because the pan is already really big. And I'm happy that I got to work on this eyeshadow and discover how beautiful it is. I also wore it on my eyelids, of course, but I loved wearing it on my cheeks as well. And that's why I guess I hit pan on in 10 uses, because I was kind of wearing it on my eyelids as well as on my cheeks, but I was only counting it as one use. So that could be the reason the pan is so big and uses are only 10. But this was my color story, so now we will be rolling into new eyeshadows. But before that, let's take a look at the panning percentage and then I'll share some eye looks with you guys. So for panning percentage, so I have 87 eyeshadows that don't have pan, and I have a total of 191 eyeshadows in my collection, which brings our panning percentage to 54.45%, which is really great. So out of 87 eyeshadows, we only have 75 eligible eyeshadows to roll in from, simply because rest of the eyeshadows, they belong to my pan those palettes and my pan that palette in order, so I won't be pulling in any eyeshadows from those palettes in this project. That's why we'll be rolling in 2 new eyeshadows from 1 to 75. But before that, let's take a look at some of the eye looks that I did. So I only have 2 looks that have prominent colors from Pando's Eyeshadows color story. This one has Passionate all over the eyelids, and in this look I have the hills in middle of my eye looks. And for mattes, I was mostly wearing them in my crease to transition area, that's why they are not very prominent, but nonetheless I was wearing them. Alright, so I have 1 to 75. Let's get the first number. Oh, 5. Okay. And 56. Let me quickly see what 5 and 56 correspond to. I'll be rolling in a new eyeshadow in place of number 5, because number 5 is this AOA Studio Ice Cream eyeshadow. Not ice cream, Ice Queen. But this is a shimmer sort of shade, but I only got this eyeshadow for frankening purposes. So I just wanted to keep an eyeshadow on hand. Let's say if I were to franken any darker shimmer eyeshadows, if I want to make them any lighter, this is how it looks like. I can swatch it right here. But yeah, I'm not ready to work on this one in pan those eyeshadows just yet. A part of me just wants to use it as an inner corner eyeshadow. Alright, let's see what number we get. Okay, number 9. Number 9 corresponds to shade Anaconda, which comes from Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette, and it looks like this. It's a beautiful dark green shade. It has green specks, but the base is really dark, and it had pan already and this palette shattered, so I had to repress it. So I kicked it out of my list of eyeshadows with pan, so it's back in the list to hit pan on. So I think it'll be nice to roll it in order for me to hit pan on this one again. So that's the first eyeshadow we'll be rolling in. And number 56 came from Morphe 35 Supernatural Glow palette again. And this time we rolled in this eyeshadow called Superpower. This is a beautiful shimmer shade and I think I'll really enjoy using it. It's also going to pair well with my other eyeshadows. Yeah, I don't mind using shades like this, even though it's really similar to Gasp. Maybe I can use both of them together in order to have like a brighter sort of lid shade, because on its own Gasp is a bit darker for my preference. For reds, I don't mind wearing other dark greens or dark blues. And now let me swatch my color story and then we can wrap it up. So this is my new color story. The first one is Smiley Face from BH Cosmetics Optimistic AF palette. The next one is Take Control from Morphe 35O palette. And this one is called Gasp. It's again from Morphe 35O Supernatural Glow palette. Again, fourth one is from the same palette as well. It's called Superpower. And the last one is from Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette. And it's called Anaconda. And that's my new color story. It's still a very warm color story with a pop of green, but I still think rolling in this eyeshadow would help me hit pan on Gasp as well. So overall, I'm really looking forward to use it. Both of them I can't use in a single look, and I think I have to concentrate on hitting pan on Smiley Face first, and then I can move on to Take Control. But we'll see how it unfolds, and that's all I have for today's update. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching my video, wherever in the world you are. I will see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.